Okay, question 48 says the human digestive system is approximately 900 centimeters long. Food is moved through the digestive tract primarily by, and then it gives you a bunch of different answer choices. Before we actually go over the specific answer choices, we're just going to do a brief review of the digestive system. So essentially, food enters through the mouth, and then chewing food leads to its physical breakdown, and enzymes in saliva break down food chemically. Those enzymes are things like amylase, and that's an example of that is when you put a piece of bread or a cracker or something of a carbohydrate nature into your mouth, and if you let it sit on your tongue, it slowly gets broken down. That's the first sign of chemical breakdown of actual food is actually in your mouth, in addition to the physical breakdown, which is the chewing. So from there, you swallow your food down your esophagus, and that's the basic purpose of the esophagus as far as this is concerned. From there, the food travels to the stomach, where it gets mixed and churned together with gastric juices such as hydrochloric acid, a very strong acid that continues to break down the food chemically. Okay. From there, it travels to the small intestine down here. And in the small intestine, you have a bunch of bile and different pancreatic enzymes that come from the liver, gallbladder, pancreas, etc. And they continue to break down the food chemically even further. After the small intestine, food travels to the large intestine, and there, water and electrolytes are removed so that it is even more compact. And then finally, the more compact food, if you want to call it still, is stored as waste basically in the rectum, and then eventually when it's time for excretion or removal, that is through the anus. So as you're going through the actual answer choices up here, you can look and go, okay, is food moved through by bile produced by the pancreas? No, because that's involved in the chemical breakdown, not the actual movement. The enzymes amylase and pepsin, again, we talked about enzymes, especially amylase, being important for the chemical breakdown. So this is chemical, this is chemical. And then if we go ahead and skip down to J, which I'm hoping you can guess is wrong as well, because again, it is a chemical breakdown of the food with hydrochloric acid in the stomach, like we talked about. That's one of the gastric juices. That leaves you with H, which is your correct answer. Hopefully you got that. It is muscular contractions. Essentially, all of this going on here is just a long piece of muscle, and a bunch of contractions occur over and over again that pushes the food through this system, where it then encounters all of these different enzymes and things so that it can chemically break down. Just for your knowledge, those muscular contractions, that is called peristalsis. And that is the process by which food moves through the digestive system.